was for Tupelo last Friday night with a great win against Lewisburg. And Coach, really a phenomenal first half. The guys were energetic, had a great crowd. Spirit Week. It was the perfect week for football last week.
Fun week for sure. Guys had fun with it all week. I obviously had fun with it. And kids had fun on Friday night. You know, they came out, guns blazing.
They did.
Got after it. You know, did what we knew and thought we could do. First half, second half, different story. Kind of got in cruise control and I guess tried to get the game over. You know, quick. They probably, is what you say, we tried to load the bus too early. But you know, first half, man, proud of the way our guys played. They played assignment but fun football, and you know, I was excited. You know, the night.
Ran the ball well, threw and caught the ball well. Your defense played well. Your special teams had big play. I remember one of the things that you were concerned about was their offense. You were talking about how different it is, and completely shut the offense down.
We did. It was a total team win. You know, each side complimented each other. You know, when you are that efficient running the ball, throwing the ball, catching the ball. And you know, on defense, we were very sound on defense. I think every positive yard we gave them off penalties. Now that is one thing that I was very, very disappointed in the other night. We had 127 yards of penalties.
That's a lot.
And that we can't be that.
That's
we can't.
A quarter of
that's
offense.
It is. And I think if you look back on our season this year, I think there's about 60 points that we've given up that have been a unnecessary penalty on a drive that has cost us. You know, they gave the other team points when it shouldn't have. But that goes with our maturity and us growing. We got to keep getting there and, you know, not make those mistakes. You know, not allow, you know, great teams will capitalize on those mistakes.
You know, we've got 3 games left. We went out, you win the division. But we're not going to look that far ahead because we've got a huge game. You can't get to the third win until you get to the first win. So DeSoto Central, you're back on the road. You know, what do you know about that?
Well, number one with us is we got to win period just to make the playoffs is what I feel. You know, I'm not putting, you know, we could win out, win a division, but we got to win first and foremost just to make the playoffs. You know, right now with DeSoto Central, there's a lot unknown. They've been in quarantine for 2 weeks. Is that good or bad for us? Is that good or bad for them? And I've heard some teams, I've talked to some coaches around the state that said, you know, they were off 2 weeks and they come out ablazing because they were fresh.
Right.
Guys were hungry. They ain't played in a little while. And I've heard some horror stories too, but the main thing is, you know, and I've told our guys, I think this is one of the best football teams we have played, will play. They've got 2 guys on the team that can beat us by themselves. A quarterback's a special guy. They've got some athletes that can score at any time, but also play defense. We've got a battle this Friday night. If we play our game and play great, play 4 phases, I feel really good, but we've got to go and do that.
You said last week, you know, you shifted the focus, not worrying so much about the opponent as you are with your own team. And I think that was very evident. Friday night, it was just a complete game and carrying over into this week. Of course, you had the week off too.
Correct.
Leading in, so you know what it's like to kind of have that freshman. 2 weeks, that's a long time not to.
It is. You know, that's the thing is, it's what are we going to see from them?
Right.
But also too, what are we going to see from us? You know, I'll say it. We're still a little banged up.
Right.
You know, we are, and some of that my fault, absolutely. Because we want to be a physical, tough brand of football, and I haven't left my foot off the gas pedal on that. You know, there's some folks that might disagree with it, but, you know, that's what our style of football is going to be at Tupelo going forward. And, you know, if we play that, if we live that transition, if our kids are ready Friday night, we'll, you know, when they'll be ready for the moment, but we'll see. We'll see what works. Hey, we're playing a team that's been off 2 weeks. We'll look out there like, dang, they look good. And I might be like, hey, we might need to take off 2 weeks. We had quarantine ourselves, you know.
When you go back to the DeSoto Central game to where we're at now, it's 2 different ball clubs. Where do you see the biggest improvement at?
You know, that's a good question, Greg. I mean, I think a lot of it, you starting to see more and more and more kids buying into our culture. At first, you know, our kids needed some positivity early on. They've had to learn a lot of life lessons the hard way with some losses that we've had. You know, we've had some, you know, that first 5-game stretch, it was by, you know, by one touchdown. It could have gone either way. You know, a lot of us are figuring out ourselves, you know, and, you know, it's hard to say how we've handled 2020.
Right.
Nobody knows.
Right.
We're still standing. We're still here right now. And that's the biggest thing. And kids are still coming back for more. You know,
you don't have anything to compare it to.
We really don't. And it's hard. But, you know, I can say this. We've had a fantastic week of practice this week. I mean, and kids, we're getting more and more physical at practice. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Like I said, we've been more and more physical at practice. We're getting tougher. You know, we want to embrace toughness and being physical. And I'm starting to see that more. And I think our guys know. I think the biggest thing is from beginning of season to now is our biggest enemy is ourselves.
Coach, for those out there who may not understand, when you say we've been very physical, explain what that means.
It means we take a big emphasis on blocking and tackling at practice. We take a big, you know, every day is a theme day. We're going to get out there. We're going to do board drills. We're going to do Oklahoma. We're going to do things that tough physical programs do.
Right.
I mean, we're going to get out there and we're going to butt heads. We're going to bang with each other. We're going to hit. We want to make our kids you know, if they weren't already accustomed to that. It's something that they've not been accustomed to in the past. We want to them, this is us. This is who we are, you know. We like to be physical with each other all the time, and we're going to be physical with our opponent. I think how you practice directly correlates to how you play on Friday night. And I want teams, when they leave that blue turf on Friday night, or when we leave wherever they're coming from, it's like, boy, those boys in Tupelo are tough or physical, and anytime you're tough and physical, you're going to be in every ball game.
You're right. The Oklahoma drill's been around for 100 years. We had it when I played in the 80s. And it was something about it, and I'm sure it's the same now. When you started, I mean, everybody was wound up. I mean, you know.
Every time we start practice like that, for some reason, we have a great practice the rest of the day. Because it's like it gets our guys' energy up.
Right.
It gets them woken up. It's like, hey, we want to get after it today. We either start practice with goal line drill, Oklahoma, board drills, some tough drill they gotta get through and fight. And you know, our kids are seeing that it works.
All right. Before we end the show, I'm not going to put a test on you, but I am going to ask a question.
I was ready.
Ask them me.
Uh-oh.
How do you determine, or how do coaches determine which coaches are in the press box and which are on the field? I've been asked that 3 times this year.
Well, I mean, it varies. You know, we've had different coaches in the press box this year. We've had Coach Oz. We've had Coach Robinson, Coach McCrory. It's just who we want feedback, whatever it is.
Gotcha.
Constantly talk to us. We want somebody that's going to constantly talk to us, tell us what's going on, even if we know what's going on. Hey,
right.
Hey, Coach, man, it's 2nd and 8 right here. Hey, Coach, man, they're bringing in this guy on defense because you know our head's spinning out there. We're trying to, you know, so and so, you know, okay, they keep beating us to the right here. Why do they keep beating us to the right? Tell us. We want somebody that's going to constantly talk to us, even if it's wrong. You know, we want to feel good about ourselves. We want somebody just that's constantly communicating with us, and
because they can see things unfold.
It's an eye in the sky. It's an eye in the sky. I was in the box with me being so ADHD and stuff. The box is not good for me. When I coached and I was in the box, I probably broke a few panels and you know busted a few things, but. It's tough up there, but it's so valuable.
Right.
It is so valuable.
Right. Well, there you go. So now we have an answer. Coach, good luck this week at DeSoto Central, and we're 3-1 in division play. The great thing about it, we control our own destiny now. That's all you can ask for this time of the year.
You say we control our own destiny, but
well,
you know.
Minus COVID-19. Okay, you got me.
Oh, I have no idea.
For Coach Harden, I'm Greg Ellis. This is Gridiron Takes.